Hi, my name is Angela Newman. I'm a real estate agent and also a trainer and coach. And I focus on helping real estate agents with adding thousands of dollars a month to their income through utilizing the people that they already know in their database. So today I'm going to share a strategy on how to turn an open house into an event. And what I teach as well is how to host events and using events as a great way to get in touch and communicate with your database. Why events? Well, they're fun and they are a great reason to reach out to the people that you know and without feeling like you have to be salesy or ask, do you know anyone that's thinking about buying or selling? It's a little more subtle when you can invite them to something that's fun and then it's a great reminder and helps you stay top of mind with them. So today we're going to share how we hosted a open house extravaganza and we made an event out of the open house. I'm going to share just a few pointers, download on what went right and what we would have done differently. Now, there are 5 reasons why you might choose to do an open house and then make it into an event. The first reason that we do open houses is to kind of make the seller happy. So a lot of sellers want open houses, not all of them. But if they do, if an open house is important to them, then that just shows them that you are willing to do those in order to get more exposure on their property. The second reason is, we want to try and find a buyer for the property. And an open house, again, is going to get more eyes on the listing, as well as hopefully get more people in to see the property in person. The third reason is, well, if that buyer isn't a good fit, does not think the house is a good fit for them, then turning that and converting that buyer into an actual client that you can go and help find a property that is a good fit. The fourth reason is it's a great way to stay in touch with your people that you know, your past clients, your sphere of influence. And then it's also a great way to get to know new people. So reaching out to the neighbors, the neighborhood, and advertising it in social media groups, local organizations. And the fifth way is to turn it into like a broker's open style combo. So not only the public, but you can also invite real estate agents. The more real estate agents you get into the house, the more opportunity, they may be working with a buyer that would be interested or know somebody in their brokerage that is. So the more eyes, the better, as well as this is also a way to meet agents who may be thinking about switching brokerages. And another benefit is maybe for recruiting purposes. So lots of reasons to hold these open houses and turn them into an event. Let's get started. I'm going to share with you a few things about our open house extravaganza. So when you're doing an event, the first thing that you want to do is pick a date and time, normally a location too, but in this case, the location will be at the property, and pick a date and time that'll work. Ideally, you would have a week or so to advertise and reach out to people. So once you have your date and time, then the next thing is to start your advertising, your communication. I'm going to share with you. Okay, so here is the Facebook event that I created. The cool thing about making a Facebook event is that if you click this invite button, you're able to invite all of your friends, anybody that you are friends with. So I sent this out to about 150 people. So it notifies them that they are invited. I chose people that I knew that were local and agents that were local. And you're able to also put all of the information, such as the details. So in this case, we gave away prizes. We also had some snacks. So you can put all of that information here, as well as the information about the property. Okay, so once you have created the Facebook event, you'll also want to go to Canva and create any other graphics or flyers or anything that you want to do. Okay, next, the next step for the pre-event process is promoting it. And this is a great opportunity to reach out to, again, your sphere, your past clients. So I recommend sending them an email, letting them know about the event, that they can bring friends, let their family know. It'd be great to see them. You can put all of the details, let them know that you're going to have a giveaway, that there will be refreshments, whatever you're going to have there available for the people. So the next step is to let the neighbors know. And how do you do that? Well, take your flyer, walk around the neighborhood, and invite the neighbors. So that's going to be the most cost-effective way to do it. You can also send out postcards, just listed and open house combo postcards. And then another thing that you could do is put a sign in the yard that has the date and time, and just let people know as much ahead of time so that they can prepare for it. And it's also going to be a reminder to them. So if it's a sign in the yard, you can put that out generally as early as you want to, unless there's rules with the HOA. So you could also add it to relevant Facebook groups that are specifically for people looking to buy houses in that neighborhood, in that area, things like that. Okay, so next I'm going to share some photos from the event. On the day of the event, you're going to want to get there early, put out as many open house signs as you can, because that's another way to drive traffic is from the street. And depending on the rules in your area, whether or not you can put the signs out, whether they be on a public road or the neighborhood road. But get there early, get set up, make it festive. So what is your theme? In this case, for the extravaganza, EGG, we had balloons, we had Easter eggs and things like that. So the day of the event, get there early, get set up, get your signs out, and then just wait for the people. Okay, so here are a few photos. I recommend you don't have to go overboard with snacks. Most people aren't going to eat any, but the people that do, they love it. Had fruit, we had cheese and crackers, we had sweet stuff like cookies and some cupcakes, some chips and dip. We had small drinks and waters. So just keeping it simple is what I recommend. Okay, here we see Patty. She is carrying one of the Easter egg baskets that we used for the eggs that we were letting people draw from. Here's Patty with the eggs as well. As you can see, we have sign-in sheets. And most people are going to sign in. So make sure that you have a sign-in sheet, and then when people walk in, you can just share, hey, would you please sign in? And also, we're going to ask you for feedback after you've walked through the house. And the feedback can be extremely helpful feedback for the seller. In our case, it definitely helped us realize some of the pros and cons. This has got a little bit of a unique floor plan, so we were able to take that back to the seller, as well as help us with our future marketing. So we also had, for our real estate agents, a separate feedback sheet. So the buyers, we had them sign the sign-in sheet, and with their contact information, are they working with a real estate agent or not? If so, what is the real estate agent's name? For the agents, though, we had a separate sheet, First had specific questions about feedback, about price. Do you work in this area, to give us an idea if they're knowledgeable about the area. And then they would get entered into a separate drawing just for the agents as well. So here's some pictures of us, and it really, really was a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a couple of things. Again, you don't have to have a high budget. And a pro tip is to get a sponsor. So if you can find a title company, a lender, a contractor, home inspector, somebody that is willing to maybe partner up with you and help with the costs of the snacks, the food, and the giveaways, then that is just going to make everything easier on you. Okay, so we had these pre-filled eggs. They were filled with candy that we just let the kids grab, and they loved it. We also had our eggs for the giveaway. And these eggs were filled with different pieces of paper. Some of them didn't have paper in them. And if there was one that had a paper in it, then that's a prize. And so in this case, then they would win. So one thing that we would have done differently is I probably would have had some kind of prize in every egg, just because we did have a few people that drew the empty ones, and I just want to make everybody happy. So it doesn't have to be expensive. We did $1 scratcher tickets, and then we also did a couple of gift cards. So that just makes it fun. Because it is a golden egg theme, I wanted to get some gold serving dishes. And I got these at the dollar store for $1.50 each. I already had some silver that I've used at other events, but yeah, so make it easy, make it inexpensive. You do not have to go overboard. The big thing is just making it fun, inviting people, and you're going to have a great turnout. So we had a turnout of 11 different groups of people that came through, and some groups were big, a couple of them were just individuals, but it was just a lot of fun. We had a great turnout. And remember, with the event, the key is the invitation. So when you can invite somebody to an event, then that just gives you an opportunity to stay top of mind. Okay, so you might be thinking, well, Easter's already over, or maybe it's a ways away, depending on when you're watching this, but you can use the same strategy to turn your open houses into an event. Some of the things that I do like to use to add your little event twist is a holiday. So what holidays are coming up? Is it Mother's Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, fall? So another thing of holidays is a season. So could you make it into fall into home ownership event? And for fall, you could do a winter, a spring, a summer. If you would like a copy of my open house checklist, there is a link down in the notes. Go ahead and check it out, and you can download the exact checklist that I use to host my events. Be sure to like this video and follow me so that you will be notified when I post future trainings. I help agents host events and use events to add thousands of dollars a month to their income.